Hello everyone, I'm here to talk to you a little bit about a project that I've been working on for the Enrich Mini Courses program at Carleton University. I plan to use Minecraft to teach students about local news, urban planning, library resources, and how video games can be used as a tool for teaching. Well, what is Minecraft? Minecraft's an open-world sandbox video game. The term sandbox means that gameplay is not linear, and users drive their experience with the choices that they make in-game. In Minecraft, the term sandbox really does take on a literal meaning. Minecraft is a huge virtual sandbox. If you can think it, you can create it. Although there are limits on what items are available for use in the construction of your Minecraft world, how people use these items given to them allows for unlimited potential for creativity. Alright, so let's hop into Minecraft here and see what we can kind of come up with. This first example is a stop sign. What we've used is a couple fence posts, an item frame, and some red wool. So we'll lay the fence posts down, next we'll lay the item frame down, and we'll basically pin a piece of wool to it. So there's our first example of a stop sign. Next we're going to do something a little more complicated. This is the traffic light that we've created. So what we're going to use here is some yellow wool. We're just going to lay that down 3 high. Next we're going to lay an item frame down, which acts like a picture frame. You can put other objects within it. And we're going to use red wool for the top, yellow wool for the middle, and green wool for the bottom. As you can see, it looks like a traffic light. Alright, and our last example for today of creating things in Minecraft would be the park bench. So what we use to create the park bench is actually just a couple pieces of staircase here. As you can see, we're laying them down. And the fence posts. So you lay 2 down and it creates this kind of railing effect. And that's really all there is to creating a park bench. 2 pieces of stairs and some fence posts. On February 18th, 2015, the Canadian Broadcasting Corporation posted a list of 4 shortlisted candidate proposals for the LeBreton Flats redevelopment project. A link to the full article will be provided in the description. I have compiled the core ideas behind each proposal and posted them here. As you can see, Proposal 1 states that they will have a major event center for sports and entertainment performances. It'll all be complemented by green space. Residential and commercial developments are also proposed. In Proposal number 2, they state that they'll have an indoor and outdoor concert facility, cultural enterprises surrounded by green space, and residential and commercial development. Proposal 3 states that they want a concept with multiple cultural institutions developed around a grand walkway. Once again, green space is mentioned in the proposal. Residential and commercial development is also mentioned. Proposal 4 states that they want to house the headquarters of an international organization, as well as being accompanied by cultural venues, green spaces, and residential and commercial developments. And this is where the project will truly begin for the participants. As a group, we will analyze the proposals put forth by the shortlisted candidates. Immediately, 2 uses were proposed by all candidate submissions. These were for green space and residential and commercial development. Beyond that, however, I want to leave it completely up to the participants in the session to evaluate what they want to use the space for, what they feel is important for the city, and begin planning the best way to implement it themselves. Alright, so now that we're finished kind of going over what we're going to do with the project, let's go have a look at what I created in the actual Minecraft world for LeBreton Flats. So what we're doing now is we're going to start walking north along Booth Street. So as we move north, you'll see things start to come into focus, just the way that Minecraft kind of creates the world around you. As you get closer to it, you'll see the way it loads the world. So we're going up north towards the parkway. And as we approach it, you'll see things come into focus. You'll see some of the things we mentioned earlier in the video. There was a stop sign right there in front of us to the right. And as we continue north, you'll see the development of the street lights as well, the traffic lights. So right now we're coming up to a crosswalk. Just to give you a kind of idea about the scale, we're going to actually push the crosswalk button, which actually doesn't do anything, but it's a nice little fun feature we added. So we're going to look both ways before we cross the street. So as we move north, you'll see that on the left-hand side there is the area where Blues Fest happens. So here is the entryway. We're going to walk a little bit west along this street here, and you'll see a few things. There's some street lamps set up with some flags. This on the right, this little structure here, I think is some sort of power structure there. Right here is a parking meter, which we created using a green block of wool and a button on top of a fence post. So we'll go back towards the Booth Street here. On the left is where you go into Bluesfest, where the tents set up would be for getting your tickets sent, or getting your tickets stamped, basically, before you go in to the concert area. So we're going to go north here, and here's something that I'm really proud of that I created in Minecraft. This is the scale version of the War Museum. It was actually quite difficult to create, but as you can see, I think it turned out pretty well. Using Google Maps, I sized everything out. I didn't use any blueprints or anything, just completely from Google Maps and using Google Maps and Google Street View as well. Google Street View is great for getting these building details like this. So we're going to go up north, and I'm going to show you how it was built to some degree. So the east, the south, and the west side are all completed. The roof is all completed. But what you'll see is as we come around this corner here, I didn't complete the north side. And the reason I didn't complete the north side was because I didn't think that it had any real purpose for the students creating in Minecraft. It would have been nice to have it complete, but it just took so long to create this building that to complete the north side it would have just been just a lot more work. But as you can see, it's all hollow in the inside. I've put in some lights just so that we could see what was going on in there. But what we'll do is we're going to go back down along the east side. This is the roof. There is a grass roof on it, so it's just fun to see that. Yeah, and so now we're on the south side of the building, and we're going to go for a little tour. You'll see everything on the roof, the windows, things like that. Down below you'll see some of the benches that we created in the video earlier. I just want you to kind of get a sense of how big this whole building is and the whole area is that these students are going to have to come in and work with. All these gray things are sidewalks using gray wool. And there's where the concert for LeBreton Flats happens. That's where the concert stages would be set up. Down here you'll see another one of our one of my creations here is a parking meter, and what it actually is the same way we would construct the stop sign, but we added a clock in there, what is known as a Minecraft clock, and it just shows what time of day it is between day and night. So we just added that in there because it looked like a little bit of a dial. So here we're going to continue just kind of flying around just to get a feel for the area and the size that we're working with here. So this is the parkway. And right here what we're looking at is the area that the students and the participants of the session are going to develop. This is the northeast section of LeBreton Flats. There are, according to the NCC website, it looks like there are 4 unique spaces, but this is just the northeast. Originally I was going to have the group split up into 4 and each take one of these spaces, but as you can see from this northeast section alone, this piece is just massive. And to have a 3-hour session here, it's just going to take so much time to develop this one area. I feel like if we have between 12 and 15 participants kind of working on this area, it'll work a lot better. It's still a large area to work on, and I personally don't think that it'll get finished, but it'll give them a good insight and kind of give them a start and kind of get them thinking about other things. On the right hand side you see that white line, or the beige line that's on the ground. I used that as one of the markers to see how big the area was. So it's about, I think it's something like 239 meters one way, and in Minecraft 1 block is 1 cubic meter. So you can kind of get a sense of how big this area is, and that's how I started making it to scale. So we did a Google Map overlay on top of that. We used a program called World Painter to actually fill in the world, and what World Painter allowed me to do was create everything you see on the ground level. So that was the roads, the intersections, things like that, the paths. But as for everything else in this world, everything that I was built up from the ground is done by hand. So that's everything for today. I hope this gave you a good overview of what the project is, what I've created so far, and how the students are going to potentially use the space. And like I said, I don't know exactly how it's going to go, but we'll see. Thanks.